don't know where she just ran to, huh? Hello, and welcome back. This is Tyrell VA. Good morning, Earth. We are broadcasting live from the Vault in Our Stars. Sound is on, so feel free to comment away. We're in the middle of Cult of the Lamb. And when I say the middle, I more so mean the last 75%. We are we're in the fourth cave, the fourth god boss, and I believe we're at the part where the boss is at the end of the thing. It's not a mini boss, it's not one of those 3 bosses. We're at the boss. Although, there's a 5th one, so I don't know how much further the game goes after we finish this dungeon. But here I am in the dungeon. I've only gone 1 floor in, and this is the 2nd floor, as you can see by the map. And then I was like, oh my gosh, if the boss is at the end, because he appeared and was like, meet me at the end, I was like, oh, then I should probably be broadcasting rather than just trying to catch up on shit. We are having quite a day today already. It is not necessarily, oh no. It's not necessarily too active, nothing really has happened. It's all in the internal mind. I'll debate on how much I want to share with everyone. But the struggle is real. And if I'm gonna say that, I probably should share more. God, this is gonna be a very personal video. I said that I was making these videos, the Good Morning Earth in particular, to kind of journal myself and see where I'm at different parts of my life. And we know that on the internet, people can tend to only show the best part of themselves. And luckily for myself, I'm a very positive person, and what I show you is very realistic. But I don't talk a lot about my downsides, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. It's quick. And there have been quite a few this year, and they're all kind of catching up on me, and it's all like whoop into one point, and I'm hitting that point right now, and it's it's fucking with me. I'm not gonna lie, it's fucking with me. So I am gonna share. I'm gonna be a little bit more personal in this video. And I'm nervous to do so. I'm like, am I gonna be personal? I don't know. Where do I even begin the story? I'm ace. I'm asexual. That means I don't care for sex. I'm also gay, which makes it a little bit more complicated in my head as far as I'm very attracted to men. And yet I don't want to have sex with them, right? For those of you who don't know how asexuality works, hold on, I have a code I need to give back to someone. 891. What is it, 60? I don't know. We'll say 60 if they complain. I'll drop it to 55. Oh, and they just said thank you. You're welcome. You don't know what asexuality is. It's whatever the A means in most things that are like theist, you believe in God. Atheist, A means without, you don't believe in God. Sexuality means you have an experience of sexuality. Asexuality means you don't. So I don't experience the joy of sex that most people do. I say most people because there's actually quite a few asexuals out there. They just don't even know it because they don't know what the word is. They don't know how to describe themselves. And because we live in such a sexual implemented government, society, not even government, society, most people think that they need to like sex, and sex is something they have to do. And so when you're thinking to yourself, God, this isn't really that fun, you just kind of push yourself through it because that's what everyone tells you to do. That's how society goes. You want to make the person happy that you're with, whatever it is. And so you get yourselves in these situations. I myself, in particular, got myself in many situations before I knew what asexuality was, where I was like, oh, I'm supposed to be liking this, and I'm supposed to do these things. If I want a partner, then obviously I'm gonna need to give them all these sexual gratifications that are expected of people in today's society to be giving. Summon 2 demons. Okay. It looks like such a simple finger in comparison to the other ones that are in a bag. You think it would be 2. So anywho, I didn't know what asexuality was. I didn't know myself in that situation. Let's go for hearts. I hope I get blue hearts. And I met my husband when I was... Yes, blue hearts. Come on now. Yeah, full heal, whatever. I met him when I was 20. He was also 20. And I turned 21. I was a total club goer. Party rat. Like, whatever filthy words you can call someone. I was a street rat, grunge baby, all of those things. And a club kid. I would wear the craziest outfits to the club. And I would go to the club 6 out of 7 nights out of the week. Monday, no. I think Tuesday was my recovery day. And I enjoyed life a lot. Let's just say that. So I met my husband at the bar. He was playing pool. I thought he was sexy. I was telling one of my friends how to hit on a guy, and I wanted to show them how to hit on a guy. And I was like, that guy right there in the Texas shirt, because I love Texans. It's very toxic masculinity of myself. And I was like, let me show you how to do this with this particular guy. And I went up to him and I'm like, hey, I think your shirt's hot. I think you're hot. Are you winning this pool game? Blah, blah, blah. Can I get your number? Blah, 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 blah. We met each other. We dated for about 3 months. If you know anything about my dating past history, me dating people for 3 months is like a timer. I've probably had 7 or 8 boyfriends within this 3-month period. Not within the period I'm dating this guy. I'm saying most of my boyfriends last for 3 months. And the reason for that is because of my asexuality, which I didn't know at the time because I didn't have a word for it. But I would constantly tell my boyfriends, I don't want to have sex with you until 3 months has passed. Because I want to make sure this is like real and beautiful and blah blah blah. I'm a virgin, yada yada. And in a way, I suppose it's very like religiously, is the word I'm looking for? I'm not sure. Anywho, I grew up Catholic. There's that inside the head. So, I think I want this longer sword. Deal significant more damage when mortal than mortal weapons. A godly sword, by all means. Looks like it protects my hand as well. And so when it would come to this 3-month period in my boyfriends, I would destroy the relationship in a very toxicating way. In the case of the boyfriend that I'm talking about currently, he wrote, this is before the internet, okay? Like, not before the internet, but the internet was a privilege to some, and it wasn't to those who were poor, aka myself, poor, right? So, at that time, I would say I'm probably lower middle class now. I'm just to be full front. But at that time, dirt poor, grunge rat, street person, right? Okay, so I'm living in a studio apartment, fucking probably one of the best places I've ever lived, close to this fucking house. I would say that place and this place, one of my favorite places, because it was all yours. I don't need a lot of space. I just need a place to run away and be where I can be, away from the world, a little safe vault, you know, very, very vaulty. So I have this studio vault, and I'm 20, my boyfriend's 20, we get to the 3-month mark, and essentially I'm like, I saw that you were playing on my computer, and you've built a file for yourself. This is like pre-internet for myself, at least. And your file is open for me so that I can see what you're writing about, and it's kind of a diary page of how much you love me, and it freaked me out. Okay, to say the least. I didn't tell him any of this. I found it. This is all inner monologue of like, oh god, this guy wants to like marry me, and I'm not ready for any of this. He didn't want to marry me, just to not put words in his mouth. And I was just like, I'm sorry, we can't be boyfriends anymore. This is, I can't remember what I told him at the moment. But this is probably the meanest I've ever been in my life. I essentially was like, we can't be dating anymore. I don't have the feelings that I thought I did for you. I can't remember what I said. But mentally, this was my 3-month mark. Like, now I knew that I had to start kind of putting out because we've been in a relationship, and I told you that at 3 months, maybe it would be more committal where we could have sex. And for one, let me just say, don't put a marker on sex. Sex is not that kind of thing where it's not a gift, it's not a prize, it's not something to look forward to. It's, if I was to guess, this is once again as an asexual person, it's a part of the moment, heat of the moment thing, and it's literally, this is literal, it's literally chemicals in your brain firing off, being like, I'm horny, I'm horny, I'm horny. Do it then. Do it when you're horny. Don't be like, oh, I might be horny in 3 months. We'll see. That's not how it goes. But once again, I didn't know what asexualness was then, so it is what it is at that point. I broke up with him, broke his goddamn heart. My best friend, remember, we're in a studio apartment, which means no other rooms. It's just one long-ass room and a bathroom. And my best friend, who I was gonna go out and party with that night, this is why I say it's one of the meanest things I've done. He had come over previously, before the breakup, before the ex-boyfriend got there at the time, and I was like, hey, we're gonna have fun tonight, we're gonna go out, blah, blah, blah. I'm breaking up with my boyfriend, and we're just gonna go out and have some fun tonight, right? God damn. And he was like, okay, should I leave? And I'm like, no, no, no. You can stay here. Why don't you just go hide in the closet real quick? And he was like, the closet? We don't have enough room in there. I can't be in there. I'm like, okay, just chill out in the, oh, here's the boss. Chill out in the bathroom, because that was the only other fucking room. So he goes to the bathroom, and he's in there. And then my boyfriend at the time comes over. I break up with him. He's devastated. Because it came out of fucking nowhere. And he goes to the bathroom to cry. My best friend hears him coming and goes into the bathtub and is sitting there trying to be quiet. I'm not there for the moment, so I don't know. But unfortunately, my now ex-boyfriend at the time sees him in the bathtub and is just like, what the fuck? He's crying. He doesn't want to be seen crying. He leaves, and it is the... God. What a fucking asshole I am. Am I the asshole? A-M-I-A? Yes. Yes is the answer to that. God, we're only 20 minutes in. I feel like I've told you so much. So yeah, I was 20 then, and I had just turned 21. I think that was my excuse. I was like, I want to go to the clubs, and you can't come with me, so maybe this isn't working out. It was very surface level breakup. And like I said, goddamn broke his heart. 29? How old am I? 7 years later, at 28, outside of that same goddamn club, of course, I meet this ex-boyfriend again, and he is he's walking past. I'm in the club, walking out, of course I am, and we're happy to see each other. We exchange numbers and we go for it. I apologize profusely. This is after, like, we spent the night together. We went out to the club together. We spent the night together. We started seeing each other again. Enemies have... Oh, that was what was happening already. And we start dating again. This becomes my husband, who is now. And as a gay person who isn't allowed, or who wasn't allowed to get married for most of their life, I never thought too much about getting married, the possibility. However, as a Catholic, grown up straight person, I was very wanting to be married. I imagined what kind of wife I would have, and the kids, and like the farm. Yes, I lived on a farm for whatever reason, in like Montana. Stupid, right? So, I mean, not stupid. If you're a queer person and that's your dream, you can do it now, which is the fucking wonderfulness of this whole goddamn story. Not the whole story, but this particular part, I had thrown marriage out. And my husband, when marriage was finally available, also was not a big marriage person. And little side note, just about my husband and his family. Side note, when we were together the second time, marriage was still not legal in, at least in Minnesota, not in America. And his brother, he had a brother who had been dating this girl for like 10 years. And she was like, when are we gonna get married? When are we gonna get married? And he was like, when my brother can get married, you can get married. Or we can get married. And I just thought that was the kindest thing ever. Of like, my brother doesn't have the right to do this. I'm not gonna take that from him and put it in his face. You know, like, that's fucking... I mean, even when I look at it like that, that's kind of amazing. Because he could have married this lady. And that is a slap in the face, isn't it? Like, hey, I'm a straight person. Here's my wife. I can get married. Your love doesn't matter. You can't. I can see how that would raise some red flags. Anywho, he was an upstanding person. And whether you think it's upstanding or not, he didn't go for this person. And the side story of this all is, after gay marriage was able to happen, they broke up. And I mean, never got married, obviously, because they broke up. But then, that same year, he met someone else. They got married that year, have a child now, completely happy. It's just so fucking interesting how life can, like, pivot, whoop. And that also kind of scares me for the rest of the story that I'm telling you. Because I don't want any pivots. God, I'm like nearly dying. I'm really bad right now. And so here we go. When I met my husband, I still had not known what asexuality was. He was very confused of why I wasn't as sexual as most of his partners. And I was at first. And the reason why I was at first is because I felt like I had something to prove. I wanted this guy. I'm gay. I'm attracted to this man. I know that this man wants sex. And I've lived in this gay world for quite some time now. I know how to do sexy things. And we'll make it work. So, here I am, doing the sex, being in the sex with this individual. Not literally having sex, but all the foreplay up into that moment because sex is still a hard thing for me to get to. But, I mean, I think we have had sex. God, I don't even know anymore. I think we have had sex. We've definitely tried. But around that time, I found the word to balance out my feelings, to tell me why everyone else's appetite for sex was so much more than mine. And that was asexual, obviously. Asexual, once I found it, looked it up, found groups, started talking to other people who also were asexual, found the variation of asexual. There are asexuals who have sex, and there are asexuals who enjoy different aspects of sex. There are asexuals who don't care for sex but will have it in different situations just to make sure that it satisfies the needs. And in that sense, their satisfying them helps, gives them satisfaction, and that is how that can work. However, myself, I am a very on the asexual zero line of the spectrum. I just don't like it. There's something about being objectified that just grosses me out 100%. And the second I see that someone wants that from me, wants sex from me, I put them, and this is not right, by all means, I put them in a category of animal or barbarian or caveman in my head, and it knocks them down a peg. Okay? So, anywho, I guess that's all aside. My husband is very open-minded in general and willing to learn about different people. And when he found out, when I told him about my asexuality, it cleared up a lot of worries for him because he thought he was not attractive. He thought I was avoiding him, or there was something wrong with the relationship, or different things. And to be fully honest, when you're asexual and you don't know that you're asexual, there are a lot of things that you're just like, oh, I have a headache tonight. Oh, I don't feel like it. Oh, I'm going to stay up a little later. You go to bed. You know, you make up excuses of why you don't want to get into bed with that person at the moment. And then those excuses compound on each other, where the person now starts to think that it's them, and that's understandable, right? So when I realized I was asexual, I'm the type of person, when I realized I was gay, came out right away. When I realized I was asexual, told my husband right away. Like, this word, the descriptions that are happening here, this is how I feel. This is like, I didn't know that it was okay to feel this way until I got a definition that told me that this is what I was. And, God, I still don't know where I would be, I guess, if I hadn't discovered that information. That's fascinating. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm just over here for a second. You can Shantae Artemis. Cutie pie. Okay, let me pack this thing. This is all preamble. This is all, we're getting to the point. We're getting there. But I want you to know how we got here. And that's the rough part. This is why I write books, right? Because it's a domino effect. Nothing is just as simple as it is. And I actually love contemplating the domino effects. I love to be like, okay, so Wolverine is wearing a yellow outfit. Why? Like, let's break it down. How did we get to yellow? How did we get to the claws? How did we get to, not the claws on him, I know how that story goes. How did we get to the claw stripes on his outfit? Who made it? Like, who's over there with the sewing machine doing shit? And what's that person's story? How did they get the job there? How did they like sewing? Like, domino effects. I fucking love that shit. So, sorry to bring you back to the first domino, but here we are. We're almost there. The dominoes are about to fall. So here I am. Oh, no, there's another preamble. I may have told you this part also. Probably a long time ago. As a club kid, and actually the domino goes even further back, more than my life. We're gonna talk about queer history for a second. So, I don't know how it is nowadays. I'm not gonna pretend that I know what it's like to be a closeted individual now, or a coming out queer now. I have no idea. But back in the 90s / the early 2000s, let me tell you a story. Not as accepted, not as friendly, not as happy to hear about it, right? My family, kept it a secret. I outed myself as soon as I found out I was gay. Like I said, I was like, oh, Mom, this is what's happening to myself. Oh, God, even those words coming out of my mouth feel weird. I don't call that lady my mother anymore. Um, so I came out very quick, was just how I was, told all my friends, lost a couple friends, not anything big. And honestly, at that age, if you don't know already, high school is kind of meaningless. College, you maybe might meet some good friends that you'll keep. If you're lucky, there might be a cool high school friend that you'll also keep. But honestly, you are going to want to evolve, you're going to want to change, and you're not going to want people keeping that shit chained on you. So you're probably going to break away from those things and become whatever person you are. That's normally how it goes. And I would say for those individuals who have stuck with their high school groups into their 50s, 60s, they probably haven't grown a lot because those changes that they would have to do would involve changing the whole group in a lot of cases, especially in political or bigger changes. Funny. Um, so what part am I telling you? Queer history. Back in the 90s, lots and lots of families, unfortunately, like myself, were religiously endowed, to say the least. And gay was not on their card of things you could be when religious. So, as a Catholic growing up, I couldn't. It's not that I couldn't be gay, it's like, you couldn't be gay. You know? It's not like, oh, I could be gay. No, it was more so like, there are no gay people. There is no possibility of gay here. There's no, like, the idea is not even there, is what I'm saying. So, as a young gay kid, trying to figure out, like, oh, maybe I like this person, maybe I don't. No, it was pretty much like, you're going to be a straight guy, and you're going to freeze all active enemies now. No, thanks. And you're going to be um, married to a woman, and she's going to have a bunch of children, and you're going to have a white picket fence, and this is the history part, right? Because all of that sounds like bullshit. The history part is, when you don't live into that square that they're trying to peg you into, you get tossed away and hidden because people don't want other people to let your situation bring them down, essentially. So I became the black sheep of the family very quickly and thrown out of the group. At 19, when I got kicked out of college for completely unrelated stuff, also got kicked out of my house for the gay stuff. And when you get kicked out of your house at a young age, you tend to go to people who will accept you more. So I went to the clubs, the streets, the parks, anywhere where other people were kind of feeling the same situation. It's where I met my best friends. Yeah, Clawgiver. It brings down. No, I won't. We're at the bus. Thank you, phone. And by the way, this boss is the one that looks like a t-shirt, which is kind of funny to me. Like a grunge club, we're about to hear a concert t-shirt. So anywho, I got into the wildlife. I was very druggy, very drinky, very all of those things. No shame in any of it. I fucking loved it all. And no shame to those who are doing it. Like, by all means, learn yourself. That's what I have to say to you. Learn yourself, figure yourself out. Those things are probably a band-aid for some other shit. And sometimes a fucking band-aid is needed. Like, and that's why there's no shame in the game. Like, by all means. So here I am, a drugged out, skinny little twink boy who is, I don't know, wearing nets to the club because, when I say nets, I'm not talking about fish nets. I'm talking about, like, literal fishing nets thrown on myself because I was avant-garde. Club goer, constantly drinking, party animal. You can imagine the words that go upon it. It's a very double life. Because you need to retain a job or some sort of thing to give you the money to continue doing your shit, right? Oh, jerk. Oh, you asshole. You're one of those. Oh my god, I lost so much health. Oh no. Easy. Okay. Bringing it back. Now I've met Aaron, my husband. I've been a club kid for quite some goddamn time. To the point where I'm an alcoholic. I have, started taking drinks into my backpack. Started getting away from the club. I think, honestly, to be completely honest, I think I've damaged too many of my relationships in the clubs to go back to them. Or at least I feel guilty every time I go there. And I hate the feeling of guilt. Guilt feeling is probably one of my biggest motivators in my life. To get rid of. I am not a guilty person. I can't stand feeling guilty. I will tell you right away if I've done something wrong. Because I don't like it anymore. I'm just like, guilt, please. Because I've dealt with it enough. As far as the Catholicism, the drinking, trying to hide it from people. My asexuality of like trying to be sexual for people when I don't really feel it. All of that is like, I'm just done playing any part of anything, right? So here we are. Eeh. I'm a drunk. I have a boyfriend. And I've broken his heart once already. Where am I in this story? Sorry, that whole like fight got me like flustered. The main part of that story was I was a drunk, okay? I broke my leg, not necessarily a broken bone, but my leg no longer worked, couldn't dance, couldn't do like, I mean, I should say I couldn't walk, but dancing is more important to me. So I even couldn't walk. I was like dragging myself across grocery store parking lots. Knowing that something was wrong with myself, something was wrong with my body, and ignoring it. Just being like, oh, this is what's fucking happening to me. Yes, the fourth lock. Got you, girl. Coming for your ass right now. And, you know, just to throw it out there, I'm not like being conceited in any type of way, although take it as you will. I could give two shits. I look young. I'm 40 years old. I look very goddamn young. Love that. However, when I was 32, I was drinking my ass off. I was hiding a bottle in my backpack, like I said. And I was wilting. Like, my leg was not working, like I told you, my left leg. And my back was hurting, and I was pretty much an old man. It was interesting to see how, like, I was hunched over, I was like yanking my leg with me to wherever I needed to go. I was probably pale, sweated out. You know, the shit that happens to you. Anywho, I almost dropped dead because of all of that. Almost dropped goddamn dead. He of havoc, he of light, she of hunger, they of might. Oh, I love a good rhyme. 5 becomes 4, becomes 3, becomes 2, becomes 1, becomes nothing. That's not a rhyme. I dropped dead one day. So I dropped dead one day, and I call my husband, and I'm like, girl, it's happening. I'm dying. This is my moment of death. My stomach is cramped into itself like a black hole, and I'm going to die. Like these guys. Awesome. Cool. Very like alien. I'm loving it. So my husband comes, he picks me up, he brings me to the hospital where I'm dying. And the hospital lets me know that, hey, you should be dead already. you're you've killed yourself essentially. And I'm very honest with the I can only remember telling them like, I'm drunk, I drank a lot, I'm still drunk right now, I'm very drunk. And them helping me out, they like pumped me full of, well, they took out a lot of blood, they put in some other bloods and nutrients, and I stopped drinking that day. And that was the point of that story, is I stopped drinking that day. I think I've told you all the stories I wanted to. I'm like getting this shit on the side instead. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna make it. Ooh, they don't warn you. Oh, god damn it. Oh, yes. Oh, god, can I, please? No one's really awesome, unfortunately. Guess we'll just sacrifice some random person. Janona. Ah! Can I sacrifice? I can't sacrifice. So here I am today. Still apprehensive, but willing. So as an asexual person, now with my husband, very accepting of it, we have opened our relationship, and he can do things as he wishes with outsiders as it goes, right? There's very few rules, and honestly, and I've been fine with that for however long it's been. I think there was more like rules I was gonna add in there, but that's not really the important part. What is important though is the past months he's been breaking all the rules. And it has been, I guess, devastating to myself, to say the least. It's been hard to deal with things. It's been minimizing. It's been very, I don't want to say naked, but I do feel like someone knows everything about me and that they shouldn't, I guess. And I feel embarrassed. I feel lied to. I feel like my trust has been broken. There's a lot of like I told you at the very beginning, mentally, it has been a journey. And it hurts. I don't know what to say more than that. It just hurts. I'm in pain. My husband is basically cheated on me, and even with the rules that we have in place where you can do kind of whatever you want, he's taken farther than he should have. And we're messing around with friends that we shouldn't have been messing around with. We're keeping relationships that are more than relationships, and that's the break, you know? Like, they shouldn't be more than relationships. And I haven't been reacting the best to it, which is, I guess, where when I have guilt, I have to give up myself. And unfortunately, not to give another preamble, because that one could be a whole entire video. I don't really have family. I don't really have people I talk to. I don't really have people that I share my information with. So I'm just very open about, like I said, I don't like guilt. So where do you go when you feel guilty? And this isn't about my husband. This isn't about his cheating. It's actually about me. This is about me and my guilt. And what I am doing. So, in response, this is why I feel guilty. In response to his cheating, I have returned to drinking, which is why I gave you that story of drinking. I haven't drank probably in about 7 years. I don't plan on drinking. It's not like I'm going back to drinking. But I'm using it as a weapon, and it's probably not right of me, and that's where the guilt comes in. And I'm hurting myself. But I don't care, because I'm mad, and I guess there's something to be said about that in itself. So, my husband is not an asshole. He's gonna sound like an asshole in 10 seconds, but he is not. He has yet to get rid of the person that he's been cheating on me with. He doesn't want to, and he's told me that, and he said that he's not going to. And I don't know what to do with that goddamn information. And so, when he goes out with this person that A, he's not supposed to be seeing because he's a friend of ours, and B, he's not supposed to be not doing anything besides sex. So when he's out there helping him move his house or shit. I've resorted to drinking and putting myself in dangerous situations, and then asking him to help me. It is probably one of the unhealthiest things I've ever done. I don't even know what to think about myself right now, as I say it out loud. So I just feel bad. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing. And you know what? Most people don't. That's why we're here. That's why we're like trying to figure some shit out. Re-educate. So I don't know. What do you do? What do you fucking do when you are asexual and you don't have sex with your husband and you've allowed your husband to go out and have sex with people and he's doing it? Like, I think the reason why I feel the stupidest is because as an asexual, proud person, I'm very like, hey, we need to learn more about asexualness. We need to figure out like how we can put it into the education system of sex education so that people know that there's an option of, hey, I don't want to. That would be wonderful. God, why was I yelling at you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry for yelling at you. But the point is, I don't know what the fucking point is. And that's where my fucking point is of not knowing. The other problem is, I'm a goddamn happy person. I'm always happy. I'm a very happy, upbeat individual. I love life. I love being sober. And yet, it's like, I need a moment to be not happy. I need a moment to be not so appreciative of life and the shit that it gives me, even though I do truly love life. Just sucks. Just sucks. And I go to work and people complain about the like dumbest shit and I'm just like, ah, cool. And I don't share anything with anyone because I don't know any of these goddamn people. This is my release. There's no goddamn release. So give me a moment, please. But we're here, and we're queer, and we're real. We're playing this goddamn game, and we're getting into it. All of that has brought up so much intensity for me. I'm so sorry. It's not what you came for. Guess I don't care what you came for. But if you came for the game, I'm just continuing it. We're gonna make it through. Cause we're a boss. We can make this. I just don't want to, like, lose my marriage, I guess, is the main concern for me. I love my husband to pieces. I don't understand the addiction, and I'm not saying he's addicted to sex. Like, I am not understanding the pull, I guess, the allure. But I know that it's there, and so I'm trying to understand it, and maybe that's where I'm being this stupid idiot. But I'm also smart. I'm also, like, emotionally intelligent. And can listen to his side. The frustrating part is I've listened and we've talked and he knows my side now, and he's still not dropping that guy. And so I just feel like he has a boyfriend, and the more, like, annoyed, aggressive, needing I seem, maybe the other one doesn't seem as that much. And I'm just slowly being replaced. The ironic thing, maybe not so ironic, as coincidentally, the other person has a husband. And the weird thing is, my husband is part of their relationship. So it's almost like he's in a different relationship. And so here I am. I mean, I love my video games, don't get me wrong. Sorry, I know you can hear that shit. I know you can. I know you can. Just kind of alone, by myself most of the time. I don't have friends other than Codeman. I have some friends that live now away, and I don't want to bother them with, like, dumb shit, which I consider this dumb shit, I guess. I feel that I'm a very privileged person, and I don't like putting my problems on people who aren't as privileged. And I don't know how to rate that. So I just assume I'm privileged, and I just put myself in a spot of, like, you're privileged. And unfortunately, I guess this is a sort of racism in itself. Those that I view as not as privileged, I just don't give them my bullshit. I don't give them my problems. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, quest failed. Negative 45. I feel misunderstood most of the time. And I hate the woe is me factor. So put God, please, no woe is me. But I also don't know what to do. I don't know how to solve my own problems. And I don't think I'm doing it correctly. Returning to drinking is A, not smart, B, not healthy, C, I can't do it responsibly. I don't know. Just a fucking mess. Just a fucking mess. I appreciate anyone who is watching this who can understand or has fucking learned a thing. I don't know. We're all just trying to live our goddamn lives. And some of us are in better spots than others. And I am currently in a bad spot. And it's okay. I guess that's the part. It's okay. Because I don't know what I'm doing. Like I said, I have my husband, whom I love and adore, and want to understand better so that we can do better together. And I also want someone I can trust and someone I can lean on and someone I can, like, know that when we say we're gonna do some things, that shit's gonna be done and I don't have to think about it. Because now I'm thinking about it. Now I'm thinking about, where is he really? Who is he really talking to? How long have they been really talking? How long have they been doing whatever? It's like, none of this shit is even real, and now I have to think about it because my trust has been broken and it's just fucking up my head. Because now I feel like I need to do something in return to make him understand how I feel. And that's where it can become cyclical, right? Like, and understanding that and responding to that are two separate things. And right now, I'm in the understanding of it. And I haven't decided whether I'm going to listen to myself. Because, like I said, drinking is not... Like, literally, yesterday, this is why it's so on topic for me. Yesterday, he wanted to go help his boyfriend, if I'm gonna say it, move some shit. Or no, run errands. That's what it was. He wanted to go run some errands. And I'm like, okay, you are only asking me if you can do that because you want me to tell you that it's okay. And I told him, I'm not okay with it. I'm surprised that you're still talking to him, in fact. And, and it hurts my feelings. And I let him know this. And I said, I'm not going to tell you what to do. You're an adult. I'm not your babysitter. I'm not like your fucking parent. If you want to help your boyfriend move things and you know that it's going to hurt my feelings, you can still do that. That's you doing it, by all means. Not by all means, but you know what I mean. By all means. And he was like, okay, I'm going to. And I had an event to go to at the bar for a sister who, it was not a sister event, but she is also part of this like leather event. And so she wanted to do that, and I was like, okay, we went to this event literally the day before, and she was telling me about this event, so I was like, okay, I'll come. And it was fun. It was awesome. The show was wonderful. However, prior to the event, I filled up my jug of coffee with wine that I had won at the event that I had just talked about. Prior. There was a silent auction at that event 2 days ago, in which I won a bottle of wine. A basket of shitloads of things, including a bottle of wine. And had already decided that I was going to drink this bottle. However, when my husband told me that he was going to be with his boyfriend, I decided to save the bottle of wine for this event. So I filled up my bottle, my coffee bottle, with said wine, and drove to the event, got there, drank this bottle of wine, and texted my husband, I'm at the bar, I'm drunk, you're gonna need to bring me home. That is how that was. And an hour later, he showed up. He was there to make sure that I was okay. I was very happy about it. Until he started talking about the boyfriend, in which I got irate. We had another argument, and that was that. Now here I am today, still kind of reeling over all of that. I'm like, where am I? Who am I? What am I doing? And I think I'm continuing, to be honest. I mean, I don't think I am. I've already had some drinks today. If you haven't noticed, I'm very chatty, very talkative. And we're just gonna see how that goes. I'm still annoyed. I'm very frustrated. And I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, like I said. Sorry if that scared anyone. It scared myself. But what do you do, right? God, if anyone has anyone's answers to anything, by all means, please comment away. Not even by all means, it's a big at this point. I'm not leaving my husband. Sex means nothing to me, basically. And that's the problem, is it's no longer sex. It's now a boyfriend. And that's the problem. It's no longer sex. What do you do? I'm not gonna say, like, I'm not the type of person who's gonna be like, you have to do this, or you have to do that. I mean, I did give him a punishment, which is pretty hilarious to myself. I didn't do it right away. When I first found out he was doing all this shit, I was very understanding. I was very like, we're gonna switch some things around and figure this out. And then he was still breaking the rules, and I was like, what the fuck? Okay, do you mind if I give you a punishment? I actually asked him, do you mind if I give you a punishment? And he was like, yeah, you can give me a punishment. And it was given. I won't say what it was because there's no need. There's no need for that. For him. But then it keeps going. Like, what the fuck do I do? Do I add another punishment? I mean, he asked, right? He asked if he could go do that. But it's not like... It's more so that the guy is still fucking around, right? Like, why is he still here? Oh, she's having a little dream. We'll be in a better mood later. Just letting you know. Got 5 hearts here. Please let me sacrifice someone. Oh gosh. Sorry, Tremor. Yes! Winner, winner. Chicken fucking dinner. Yes, the final blueprint. Get it, girl. Wonderful. Now it's off to the final boss. Scurry. Lamb once slaughtered the name of the captive god. Ponder this. Whose name does thou slaughter in now? Ooh. The YouTube version is always a little slow, so if I miss it here, I can go over there. Why is the witness guy walking up there? Hey, where are you going? He just goddamn left. It's interesting. Go to the hospital. Why do you think we have hospitals? Did you just die? Where are you? I have one person. Okay. Nice. That was the last thing, huh? Yeah. And he's the sick one? That's so funny. Why can I not? Oh no, he's hungry. He's a hungry girl. Well, then you're gonna die. If you're too hungry to make a goddamn meal, what do you want me to do? What's gonna happen? Sound like a balloon pop. The gateway. Oh, Grimmer died. Okay. Of hunger. That's awful. 1 of 20. Oh, gosh. Annoying. So now I gotta go gather some people. I can probably do maybe 3 in 1 slot. Oh. God damn it. God damn it. You know, the problem with drinking, besides all the negatives that I said, is when you're an alcoholic, you just keep drinking. That's the problem for myself. I know, right? I'm like fine right now, and yet I still want another drink. I know. When I'm not drinking, I don't think about it at all. Right? You want to come over here? Come on over. Appreciate you. You're charging my controllers. Okay, let's see if we can buy someone over yonder. Yep, that's one person. Don't eat them all at once. Well, what if I do? What if I want to? Thanks, Q's. You're adorable. Yeah. You're one of our magical creatures. You don't get talked about enough. Q's is the oldest of our magical creatures. Here's her face. What? This is precious. Look at her paws. She's got these awesome, amazing paws. Oh, she's a little camera shy. A little camera shy, this one. Yes, the map reveal. It's the first time I got that, and now we'll have it for all of the stages. Fire a projectile when I swing my weapon. Yes. Drop an explosive when I roll. Drop black ichor when I roll. Awesome. I'm rolling and shooting. Why do you always give me this goddamn hammer? Axe. Give me my claws. I want claws. Ba-da-ba-da-bum-ba-bum-bum. What an awful weapon. Ah! Okay, that was a lot. Deal damage to all enemies based on the amount of tarot cards you hold. Awesome. I have 4. And I will always have 4. Cutie animals. Always been the cutest. These puke spillers are a new monster for this level. They were around last episode, or last time I came into this area. And I hadn't seen them before. This guy's not doing anything. I just, like, murdered an innocent person. Thanks, Kiss. Nice. Thank you, thank you. A skull necklace, okay. Let's go for the hearts. Nows. Yes, give me the blues. Perfect. Sure. Don't really have a choice. Oh, funny, my arrow must have shot that person across the room. Thanks, Gears. Wow, that's really aggressive. Talking about Gears. Dang, she was like, pet me, bitch. Okay. I'm petting you. I'm petting you. Can't believe I thought otherwise. I don't even care how strong or weak it is. I'm just like, give me something else besides the axe, please. Let's go straight for the boss. I want the eye. Looks like a one-way street. Oh. Quick and easy. Oh, there's the boss. God, where'd all these spiders come from? God damn. Get him out. Is this a mini boss? I don't want to do it. Why come in and out? Frustrating. Come on now. How many times are you gonna do that? I don't want to fight them. Urgh. And I got no followers. Where have you been? Fit rear? I guess. Oh, you've been in the stocks. Hilarious. Okay. Sometimes it takes a baddie to help him out. Oh, y'all got me there. You got me there. Thank you, baddie. So we got 2 new followers. And better be the goddamn eye. Sure. The eye. Thank you. Okay, and this was the harder level. I actually still need to do one on the 3rd dungeon. I've got the first 2. Return to the Colts. I have 2 days to get a follower, they said. Rude. If I'm on the middle of a mission and the 2nd day happens, would I just die? Would the game just be over? Yeah. Right? Sound effects. What's happening? Want to come up? Kiss? Okay, sassy. You coming? Yeah, you might as well get it in while all the puppies are sleeping. Oh no, what is this fur nonsense popping out of the back of you? You're becoming an old lady. Oh no, you're an old lady. Oh no. Speaking of which, I had a cat a long ass time ago. Yeah, you remember. His name was Lucius, and he was amazing. He was born in my closet via, I own his mother, via his mother with 5 other cats, and I gave all those cats away to the city of Minneapolis. And had this awesome, amazing black cat, and his name was Lucius. Lucius was the coolest. Then we adopted this little one, and she is also amazing and kind and beautiful. And what else are you, Kiers? Just the sweetest. So sweet. And pterodactyl, if that's the right word. Cook food. People are dying, please. And then, when I got married, we adopted Artemis, our puppy. And Lucius and Artemis did not get along whatsoever. Lucius hated Artemis. Artemis loved Lucius. Oh, God, there's a dead body right there. But it was just like, it was rough. We tried out all these different, like, plugs, chemicals, stuff that would, like, calm Lucius down, because Lucius began, peeing on our things, which is horrendous, and also began, attacking Artemis. Like, around corners would just start, like, running over and batting at her. And obviously, this all can't happen, right? So, we dealt with it for about a year until we were just like, I mean, Hughes is fine with Artemis. It's Lucius who's peeing on things, and we're like having to throw shit out constantly. And I'm talking about my baby, right? Like, this is the cat that I've had in my closet. The most amazing, beautiful, just wonderful cat. And because of our relationship with each other, for 10 years I had this cat. Like, me and this cat by ourselves. When I was talking to you earlier about, like, I really have no one to talk to. I don't really have friends. I don't, like, I'm a pretty indoor vaulty type person, and me and this cat, we bonded. We were like, the cat knew that I was its protector, and we just loved each other. So when this marriage, new cat, new dog came into the situation, hold on a second. Rolling into enemy damage. I'm gonna take away +2. Awesome. It felt like a betrayal to the cat. Like, it's me and you against the world, and now it's me and this other person and this other animal and this other animal and you against the world. And obviously, Lucius, I could understand why they were peeing on everything. I understand why they were angry. I understand why they now hated a dog that was in there. That's like, that's how they do. Lucius had lived with many other cats before when I, like, moved around to different apartments. And a dog. But the dog was in a different apartment and separate, and it was me and Lucius and that person and their dog. needless to say, to make this long story abruptly short, I had to get rid of Lucius. And I gave him to a friend. I didn't know this person at the time. They're a friend now, because I've kept in contact with them. And as sister, like I said prior, the sisters are very integrated with the community, and one of the communities is a leather community, and the individual I gave Lucius to is part of the leather community, and so I actually saw them yesterday, most recently, but I see them all the time. And I went to go see Lucius once, so it's not like I've seen Lucius all these like times or anything. Months after I gave Lucius away, I went back and I went to Lucius to see how he was doing, see the house and everything, and blah blah blah. Lucius hated me. He did not go near me. He stared at me the whole entire time across the room under a table and was just like, "Don't you dare take me away," or "How could you?" or "I can still smell that dog on you," or I don't know what it was, but it made me feel bad, and that's not Lucius's fault. And so I haven't gone back since, and I was just telling the owner of now Lucius, who has had him for 4 years. He's 14 years old now. I want to see him again because, as I just said about Q's, which is what reminded me of this, they're getting old. They're the same age. Q's and Lucius are the same age. And so as I see her getting older, I think of Lucius all the time. And I'm happy that has a house in which he was my first boy cat also. So there's things that come with that. He's like, I've always had cats prior to having a dog, but they've always been girl cats, and girl cats are just different than boy cats. They're just how it is. Just like dogs, in the sense. I haven't had a boy dog yet, though, so I don't know how a boy dog is. I imagine they're wilder. But girl dogs are more protective. Except for this one, who doesn't give a shit about me. But Artemis would... I doubted if Artemis had the ability to be mean. And now that we have another puppy that she has to like educate, yeah, she can be mean. She's I'm like, okay, girl, you can defend me. I actually feel like if we were walking down the street, a dark alley, you wouldn't just lick the person to death. You would actually do some damage. She's a business girl when she's a business girl. I guess that's how I am also. Pretty optimistic, happy most of the time, but God, if you want to do some business, I'll put on that face. I say with a smile. Come on, blue hearts, yes. Yes! 3 of them nearly doubled my life. Let's keep it simple. We're gonna go for wood. We're gonna go for not the fight. I don't know what the other option was. I just want that Wanderer's Eye. That's what I came for. So let's go visit this person. I'm hungry now. Thank you. Bye. And let's attack. Oh, I probably have to go through like some hoops first. haven't had coffee today. That's usually an appetite suppressor for a bit. Yeah, I like these. I like the thumbs. Thumbs up! Let's go this way. I love the instrument in this particular music. This dungeon. It's like a synthesizer, maybe? What's my weapon? Oh. Yeah, please. Oh, wait. Oh, whatever. Whatever. Kill that guy. Push that guy ahead. Boss. 'Cause I'm bossy. Oh, you're so frustrating. Now that I know that I have to, like, fight essentially 4 rooms of bad guys. Ow! I just ate all of that. Oh, come on. Oh, God. Yes! He was about to escape. Oh. This is the Buffy bye week. We will not be viewing any episodes this week. Next week will be our start season of 6. Buffy. Scream 2. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Scooby-Doo. The Grudge. The Grudge 2. Okay, so those were all the eyes that I could get. They're not that great. They're just for the different fleeces that you can have. And I only like one of the fleeces, which is the first one I got, since you can choose whichever one you want. And that's the one that gives me the 4 cards before every episode. this person's angry. No, angry person. Hey, don't eat that food. You're angry. I'm trying to talk to you. Yeah, you're in jail. I'm sorry. You need to be re-educated. That guy needs to poop? You're at the fucking bathroom. Oh my goodness. Asshole. Get in there. You're lucky I care about people right now. I sound like I care about people, don't I? You're lucky I care about goddamn people. Sorry, Io. Did I scare you? Because I know you can hear sometimes. There's like a pitch you can hear. We're gonna figure it out one day. Shalom. Go pray. Go pray. Okay, I'll be right back. I just need to go to the restroom. Oh, are you gonna film it? Those were noisy, huh? Mm. Let me just show you how pretty this girl is. Yeah, you're a pretty girl. She is absolutely gorgeous, right? I mean, she's a puppy, so of course she is. But look at her tail. Her tail is like, one of the blade weapons from this game. It's like, it just fluffs out from there, and it's got this, like, brown top, and then a blade of white. How pretty. She's just, it's a fan. It's literally a fan. Where does it come from? I don't know. She's like, you can let me down. Too much love. God, okay, girl. You came all the way there to tell me that? Everyone's angry. I'm gonna get these assholes in line. One, we're having a sermon. Mm-hmm. Now? Oh, I don't have these things, do I? No. Now, we'll have some rituals. Gonna throw y'all a fire. They love this. Uh-huh. Y'all in a good mood now? Now, I'm gonna put y'all on a bunch of drugs. So you can stay in a good mood. That's the moral of this game. Not a good moral. Not a true moral. But just put your followers on drugs. And we're done. So I got 3 of you, possibly 4. If I give this person a little bit of attention. Yep. Okay, so 4 people. Possibly 5. I've got everything from every dungeon, so it really doesn't matter which one I go in. I'm just gonna go in the easiest one. So that's 1. 2 is always on the path. Maybe 3 if I beat a boss. Artemis, do you want to come here? And I'll show you off real quick. Do you want to come here? Come here, I'll show you off. Okay, try your bow. Come over here. Yeah, this is Artemis. This is my cutest of the girls. This is the one that made Lucius run away. Oh no. She is adorable. She's super smart. She's super sweet and friendly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. You're done now. Okay, 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 okay. Okay, girl. Yeah. She loves to give kisses, as you can see. What are we looking at down there? Oh, aisle. You can get down in a second. This is my baby girl. I love her. Can you bring up your ears? Yeah. Okay, you can get down if you want. Or you can stay here. I know you like to stay here. So we receive double the health when healing. Attack rate increases. Oh, now I was jealous. Let's bring up the other girl. And this is this one, whom we already met. These two get along so well. Yep, you get along so well. You're like, you don't have to prove it. Io's very independent. She, I don't want to say she came from a broken home, because I don't have the proof of that, but I feel, and this is all speculation, the next sentences that I'm gonna say, she was beaten because she was a deaf dog, and she went through, this is for certain a fact, she went through 3 different houses before she came to us. And it was the last house that found out she was deaf. And there are just things about her that seem like she's worried about being attacked. But to be honest, I got Lucius, not Lucius, sorry Lucius, I love you. I got Artemis when she was a puppy. And I think that they were like hitting the puppies with brooms or something, because there was no reason for her to be afraid of brooms. And she was for the first like 2 years. Now she's fine about them, but there must have been something there, like beating them with brooms. So, I don't know. I'm not a psychologist. I just note triggers. And my poor little puppy, she has a trigger. If I come into a room, her immediate reflex is to like bow down and be like, what? I'm like, oh girl, come on now. And then she'll shake her tail and be excited to see me, but I'm just like, what happened? But when I first got her, she was not a smiler. She was very serious. My husband called her Karen, and she was very much like, what are you guys doing? What are you doing over there? What are you doing over there? I'm gonna go do this. And anything she did, it was very much with intent. And now she's more like, I don't know, jumping around. She always has a smile on her face, which is perfect. That is exactly Artemis. Which makes me feel like a good parent. If I can see my little baby smiling, then that must be a good thing. I guess that is a great record or indicator of how well of a job you're doing. If your children are not smiling, question what you're doing. It might not be you. Just question. Just question what you're doing. Gold for fish. Well, I need followers, so we'll do this one. Honestly, I don't care. Don't care about any of this. Now, I love that. I love that that little worm is protective of its friend. Because it's almost, in a way, saying, like, you can fuck up everything around me, that's fine, but if you touch my friend, now we have a problem. And that's not a great mindset to have. You should also defend yourself as well as you defend your friends. But I can definitely see how one would, I mean, I've done it, where you defend your, the safety of your friends more than the safety of yourself, you know? You just gotta be, like, in charge of the energy that comes with that. Because, that's when it can get, like, more aggressive and, like, troubling, I suppose. And that's one of the things I've learned through life is there's a point of, like, in anybody's life, in everybody's life, at some point, you will get to a point of too much emotional energy is going on. That happened to me first when I worked at Perkins, my very first Perkins, in college, when I was like 22, 23. I had my first anxiety attack of just, like, not being able to fulfill the needs of the tables that I needed around me. I'm sorry, I ate some shit, obviously. And I told myself I'm never gonna feel that way again. Unfortunately, I have anxiety now. So that's not something you can just tell yourself, hey, I'm not gonna have this ever again. Vampiric, awesome. But I'm now learning, after 20 years of having anxiety, that there's a certain amount of energy that you can direct in a different way. And it's harder to control in different situations. But if you can figure out that control, like, fucking God bless you. And I mean that as in I'm blessing you, not a different God. Because anybody can bless anybody. Damn, that was hurtful. Damn, that was hurtful. Down to one, huh? Well, I'm just running around here for fun, anyway. Really matters not. Hey, blue heart. How did I get all these other hearts? What the fuck? Oh, okay. I feel back to life. Back to life, back to reality. I also notice while I'm drinking, I just seem like tired a person. I am this is all drugs, not just alcohol. There's a part of me constantly holding back, and it's draining, you know? I don't want to give into, and this isn't just because I'm on TV. Or TV, I say. TV, I say. Hey, my own channel. This isn't just because I'm broadcasting live. This is in all of my aspects of life. I view alcohol as a negative, not against people. Like, when other people are doing it, I feel nothing. There's not a second thought. But for myself, the second I'm drinking it or sniffing it or being any aspect of it, I feel bad about myself. And so here I am, opened up to everyone, my exposure to, I guess, how bad I feel about it. And yet at the same time, here I am doing it. So, I hope we can appreciate the contradiction and the struggle. Because it is truly one in the same. I'm like, when I'm not drinking, there is no effect. There is, and this is not for everyone, by the by. There are plenty of people who are constantly feeding for the alcohol. And I am thankful that when I'm not feeling the alcohol, I am not feeding for it. However, when I am hitting the alcohol, that's all I want. And I guess that's maybe a different type of alcoholism. That I'm, you know, when I said I didn't have a term for asexuality, maybe there's a term for this type of alcoholism that I don't know. I hate AA groups, and so I don't like hang around them. All they make me do is want to drink, actually. And so I'm sure there are aspects of the community that I don't know about. And different terms that I could probably use that I don't know. Hey, boss. What's this guard on it? It's very strong. Oh, I don't think I can beat this. It's just too much. I don't want to sacrifice anyone. Sacrifice someone for the chance of maybe getting someone? I don't even know if I'll get someone after this guy. So there, I guess we've caught up on a goddamn lot shit of my life. And where are we now? I have 5 jobs, 3 pets, 1 husband, bills that are constantly stacking up, And a job that takes advantage of me constantly. I guess I am welcome to the American Person Show. We're all just here, just trying to fucking do our goddamn jobs. Was that a lot for you? Because it was a lot for me to give out. And, you know, as usual, I feel better about it. I feel like maybe I could think about the situation a little bit more clearer. And I mean, I'm still drinking and I'm still drunk, so let's not, like, drop that ball. However, talking about my problem, my situation, how I'm gonna resolve it. I mean, I still don't have a clue. Let's not fake that. But it's at least brings me to a more like rational, level-headed, like how can I start thinking about this rather than just being like irate, which is helpful. The whole talking it out loud, there were parts that surprised me as well. This game is gonna break and freeze on me at any moment. Oh, they're all like on drugs. It's okay. I don't need to do that part. Let's get to another person. I love the froggy face. Oh, that's a naughty. That's naughty. No, 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 no. Hey, come back here. Come back here, young lady. No, 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 no. You can't be making those noises. Okay. Where's Q's? Where's Q's? You want to draw your ball? You can draw your ball. We'll sit together. Yeah? You want to make sure your legs are okay? Bring your legs in, girl. How much of the room are you going to take? Okay. This is why they like me, because I'm a pushover. It's probably why my husband likes me also. God damn it. I don't mean to be a pushover. I just reconsider all situations and try to make everyone happy. Is that a pushover? Because you know I have a backbone. You know I'm a yeller. You know that I can, like, defend my stance on situations. But at the core of myself, I want everyone to get along. Does that make me a pushover? I don't know. Yes. Cool. I haven't seen that one yet. The drop bodies explode. We will see. Do I still get the bones for that? Because that'd be awesome. I got a damaging roll. That's the best. I love damaging rolls. Oh, I should have picked up that chamomile. Yes, Ghost Blast. Big Bat. Oh god, they're all shield people. That in itself is a problem. That was messy AF. My seat was all over the place. I mean, that's not my excuse. I was just messy. I was very comfortable. But I'm noticing my seat is all over the place. Oh, yeah. I am not wanting to save myself. Not wanting to sacrifice someone, that's for goddamn sure. What do I have? An hour and a half? To make 20 followers? Come on now. Come on now. Oi. Oi. Goddamn X! Why is it always the fucking X? Why? Why? Like, what the fuck? I haven't even seen a claw this whole entire episode. And we're 2 hours and 3 minutes in. 30 minutes in. Why are you being like this? I've kept saying, it's as if they know I don't like axes. Why? God damn. Yeah, so? I gave it 30. The increase in size. One of my favorites, one of my least favorites. Damn. I'm gonna bother my little dog real quick because she's adorable and I love her. Oh wait, you're confusing her. No, Artemis, come over here. There ain't no going away. Yeah, you thought I was getting up to go somewhere. You want to try your boat? Come on, try your boat. Come on, try your boat. Yeah, thank you. I was just gonna grab this one. Whoa! I was just gonna grab this one and show her off again. She's got her taco. She loves her taco. And that's the sound you hear, her ripping up just different shreds of it. Oh man. What a cutie. Okay, go get your taco. I'm sorry, I'm distracting you. I just think you're adorable. And I can't help it. And I can't help myself. It's the drugs. It's the drinking, girl. It makes me love you even more. Can you imagine? Can you imagine how much I love you even more? I know. Do you want to dry your bow? Okay, dry your bow. Dry your bow. Come on, dry your bow. Yep, you're amazing. I love you so much. Oh, God, look. Look at all the love. Okay. Sometimes you and me are too much. You're too much. I'm too much. The both of us together, we're a lot. You know? People can take this. People can take that. Look at this little baby girl's face. People can take her face. Oh my god. She used to have her own channel. Also. It was on Instagram. It's not available. It might be. Check out Artemis von Onderberg. It's certainly not doing anything anymore, but her adorable fucking pictures are probably there, because all she does is take beautiful pictures. She's very good at, like, as soon as the camera's on, knowing where to look. Okay, girl. Yeah, I'm sweaty. Okay, girl. Hey. Thank you. What else? What else do we gotta say about each other? Sometimes when I wear my contacts, we have the same color eyes. If you've seen them, you know what I'm talking about. And she loves it when I'm in drag. She thinks licking my face is the best thing. Maybe she's trying to get me out of drag. Maybe she hates me in drag. But, okay, let's not do that on camera, girl. Well, you're lucky you're not. You're lucky you're not seen. I love you. Mwah. Go do what you will. We're wasting the day away. My followers are gonna be upset. Ow! Why do you guys keep hurting me? Ow! I feel like I'm better than this. There we go. There we go, taco. Does it look like I'm riding on Artemis? Because that's kind of fun. Like, yeah! What's the, that song from Never Ending Story that they sing as Stranger Things? Da, 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 da. That's not it. But I tried really hard. I'm still trying. It's in my head. I can like, I hear it in my head, but when I try to make the noises, the beats don't go. They don't go. They don't go, is all I'll say about that. They don't go. Never ending. No, I should stop trying. Can you guys get out of here? Why won't you die? And why can't I move my move anymore? Here, let's move this down. Maybe we can see your face a little bit better. Hey there, precious. And your gorgeous eyeballs. You killed me because I was concentrating on your eyeballs. It's okay. It's my fault. You're not responsible for my actions on your eyeballs. That would be like me telling a girl that it was her fault for what she wore on my actions. Right? And that's fucking ridiculous. Don't you dare. There's no sarcasm there, even if you hear it in my tone. Sometimes I'm just an asshole. I don't mean to be. I am socially awkward. And if you've watched this channel long enough, you understand my humor, my tone of voice, and maybe my friends don't even know my tone of voice, my seriousness, my like whatevers. Cause I'm just so pan sometimes. Not like pansexual. Pan note. Is that a thing? Is that a phrase? Pan note? I mean, I'm very exuberant and I can be whatever, but when it comes to just like talking about shit, I'm very just like forward. And some people can get that confused with brutalness. And it's not brutal. I just think, or at least I think myself, have lived on this planet long enough, exceptionally 30s. If you're 30 years old and you're not getting certain concepts, yeah, there is a part of me that's looking down on you. I have a leniency for 1 through 5-year-olds and 5 through 15-year-olds and 15 through 20-year-olds and through 20 through 30-year-olds, and it all divvies up as such. And yeah, if I think you're out of range for the age that you're supposed to be, there is a bit of me that's like, are you a dumbass? Are you fucking with me? Are you trying to be a problem? Is this a game? Like, God, there are times when people are like saying shit to me, especially as Perkins customers, where I'm just like, I don't think this person is serious, but I have to treat them seriously until I can gauge that they're not being serious. And so I'm just like, oh, where are we on this gauge? How quickly am I about to flip on your ass? Actually, funny story. Maybe not so funny, but a story. I had a customer come in the other night. It's fucking 10:50. I think it's 10:50. I think it's that time because I was supposed to get off at 9. No, I was supposed to get off at 10, and the 10 o'clock person didn't show up. So I'm already still working when I shouldn't be. And the next person is on at 11. Otherwise, the store would be closed because I don't play that game. And I've already told them we're going to close the store at 11 if the 11 o'clock person isn't coming in. I'm only waiting to see if that person comes in. Otherwise, we're closed. And the manager at that time was also like, yeah, this person hasn't showed up for 3 of their shifts. They're probably fired. Yeah, of course, if the 11 person doesn't show up, I'm going to have to stay here the whole night, but yes, we'll be closed. And so I was just like, done with it. Mainly because at 10, when I should have been cut, 10:02, a party of 9 came in, and I had to fucking serve them instead of the person who should have been there. And so I was already annoyed at that. Whatever. I didn't take it out on the tables. The tables are fine. I'm always like reasonable. They don't even know that I'm supposed to be there that late, right? So it's like 10:50. I'm cleaning up this goddamn party of 9's table. I've got plates in my hand. And this boss, oh, I need to grab these weapons. This guy comes in. He's, for the sake of the story, I'll just say he is a big, white, old man. Put that into whatever perspective you want. I'm not trying to be racist. So this guy comes in, and he is like, "Are you guys open? Are you guys even open?" And he's yelling this. He's yelling it like 5 times. I'm in the back. I gotta, not in the back of the restaurant where the cook would be. I'm just at the back of the open restaurant where the tables are, cleaning up a table. And there are other tables in the restaurant. Okay? So we get the environment. And he keeps yelling it. And I'm walking by with my plates to the back where the cook is. And I'm like, yes, we're open. And I go in the back. And I'm like, this fucking asshole, what the hell is his problem? What is going on right now? Why is he just coming in here yelling? And he also has a girl with him, which I find out later to be his daughter. And I put away the dishes that I had in my hand. I ain't slowing down or speeding up for this asshole. And I go out there, and they've sat themselves, fucking annoying, and they're demanding for menus, fucking annoying. And I get to the table, and they're like, "We need menus over here." And as I'm walking to go get the goddamn menus, he says fucking again, "Are you guys even open?" And by that time, I've thought of a line in my head while I was cleaning out the dishes. And I was like, "Sir, the lights are on, the door was open, and you're asking a server, yes, we are open." And he was like, "Oh, you don't need to give me attitude." And I was just like, "What can I get you to drink?" I take the drink orders. I come back. And I'm like, "Can I get you some food? What can I get you?" I'm very, like, short with these people. I'm sure they can feel it as well. I can hear him complaining as I'm doing all this stuff from the back. Mind you, we have other tables, like I said, so everyone can hear him. He's just an obnoxious asshole. And so I give them their drinks, and I ask them for their order, and he is wonderful. He's very quick to the point. I want pancakes, scrambled eggs, and links. I'm like, wonderful. No more, I didn't have any questions. He had all the questions ready to go. Perfect. Then his daughter is like, oh, I would like this from Perkins. And I'm like, okay, how would you like the eggs done? And she's like, oh, I think I want them this way. I'm like, okay, and how would you like this done? She's perfectly reasonable. There is nothing wrong with this woman. She is kind, nice, answering all the goddamn questions. And the father says to her, why are you making this so goddamn complicated? Why can't you just be easy on the man? Why are you trying to make this a situation? What? This fucking asshole of an individual is trying to throw the shit on this person now? And she says, pretty like rightfully, I'm just trying not to be rude. And she says it in a nice, sweet voice. And I understand what she's saying because I understand how fucking rude this man is. And then I go and I put in their order and the rest of the table is fine. But that asshole was like 2, maybe 1 if it was strong enough, sentences away from me just being like, I'm the only server in this place and I don't want to serve you. So good luck. You can sit there as long as you want. You can wait till the next server comes. Maybe they'll be in 10 minutes. Maybe they won't. Maybe we'll be closed. But, and I haven't done that in a long ass time. And I have done that quite a few times. So he wouldn't have been the first, but god damn, some people just upset me. Are you guys even open? Sir, you're in the goddamn restaurant. Yes, you've made it inside. We're open. What the fuck are you asking? God. Sometimes. I feel like I've been the biggest ranter today. I have just shitloads of shit I need to get off my chest, apparently. Let me see. Who else can I throw under the bus? Mo, fucking love you. That's it. That's it for you. Dan, you're amazing. It was wonderful to meet you. Like, the way we met each other, it was really extraordinary. Cody, you're an incredibly nice individual who has a sweetness about themselves that is not found amongst others. I'm supposed to be saying bad things about people. I forgot. It started like getting into a groove of niceness. Like, oh yeah, let's give all these compliments. Mo, you're fucking amazing. You're a beautiful drag queen. The lessons you teach me are awesome. I don't feel like I gave you a good enough compliment at the beginning because I was still in the angry phase and not giving compliments. But then when I went to Dan, it started like giving in, and then I went to Cody and I was like, hello. So, there's those back. Just ripped off like an old pimple from my face. I still, look at my eyeballs. I still have so many white, like shit from my lashes, the glue that comes on the lashes. I do not know how to remove that. I tried so hard last time. Like, I just did a show maybe 2 or 3 days ago, and I sat there with a oxy pad and just like on my eyeball, and my eyes were burning from the fumes, but I was still like pressing. And you know how they scratch? For whatever reason, my husband says they don't scratch him, and I'm like, the scratching is kind of the best part, but when you do it too much, it's not the best part. It's like rubbing your skin raw, and do that to your eyelids. It's not pleasant, to say the least. And I still don't have the shit up because it was so painful I had to stop. Hey there, cutie. Where's my other cutie? So, anywho, that's that. I will be right back. I just need to take a small break. AKA, take a drink. But, first I'm gonna find us some baby. Yeah, let's go find a little baby girl. Too funny. My baby girls. I know, this is such a odd smell for you. Coming off me in personal. Oh, let me show you something. Very random. It was just sitting next to my bottle, so I'm showing it off now. It's a ball. It's a silver ball. That's it. There's actually, I don't know if you can see it at all. There's an engraving on it. No, I don't think you can see that. But it's an engraving of a koi fish. Kind of. No, it's like a dragon in a koi fish body. This is the face of it. So hard. Like, now you can kind of see the engravings, but you can't see... Oh, a little bit. Those are the eyes. Funny. You see the scales. I'm sorry, I don't think I can get it justice. You definitely saw the eyes. And that is kind of the face. He's got like protruding shit coming out of his mouth. And then the rest of him is the body. as you see there. Maybe. Maybe if you see there. Anywho, the reason why I'm showing you this is I've had this since I was 5. It's from my grandma. It's one of 2. It's those balls. Like you hear a jingle. There's 2 of them, and you're supposed to like... it's maybe an original fidgeter. You just roll them in your hands past each other, and they're not supposed to touch. So you're just supposed to like roll them in your hand. I'll try and do it. Let me see if I can find the other one. I don't put them next to each other because I never want them to touch. I found it. Yeah, so I don't want them to ever touch. I feel like they lose their energy when they... This is all made up bullshit. I feel like they lose their energy when they touch each other. So I try not to ever let them touch. I put them in 2 different spaces at the house. But you rotate them without letting them touch in your hands. And it's supposed to like... Oh, they touched. And it's supposed to like build up energy. And it's kind of like a fidget spinner in a way. So, God, they touched once, but then I rounded them out some more so that they could build up the energy. And then which is all bullshit, by the way. But then I'll keep them in separate places. So, that's that. Just a little bit of a jiggling of balls, I guess. Where did they come from? One was here. Oh, one was over here. I was like... From my perspective, it was so high up I couldn't see the little stand. But... Okay, have I been distracting enough? Let's go. Into the woods. Okay, I was pressing the X to like release whatever my curse is. And I could not tell what it was, but it did damage of some sort. Try it again. It blew up that rock. Not helpful, but it blew up that rock. Yeah, I don't know what that shit does. It's interesting. Like, pushes the silent force. It's kind of dumb. We'll do that one. Come on now. Oh gosh, still. The boss, a boss, he ain't got no eye though because I ripped that shit out. How are you gonna witness anything now? Nice. You want that last bad guy to be in the middle so that you can hit the beast when it comes out. And I'm noticing I can hit the witness past its triggered moments. Like, he probably had one more triggered, like, release of enemies, but I pounded him, essentially, to make sure that that wouldn't happen. I pounded him! Oh, yeah. But in all, I am normally an optimistic person, so I guess I'm still in my optimisticness. Especially after I released all that. Thank you for letting me release. That was a shitload of bullshit I just dropped on to your ass. Possibly, weighing you down. So, let's try and end with a little happier note. We got an hour to bring up our spirits. Oh, let's have a sermon. Not the words I thought I would ever say. Because these people are not happy with me. I have 3. Great. I'm trying to get to 20. I have 3. Yeah. There's this person back here. I'll re-educate you. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Okay, so now we have 4. Throwing a bunch of fertilizer. Throwing a bunch of food. And let's go back into the depths. Buy someone over here. Artemis, you're so cute. You're just one of the most precious baby girls ever on the planet. I cannot tell you how much that I think this is also imaginary. We're going to imaginary land again. That Artemis is the... What do they call it when people are reborn into something? I believe in reincarnation. There we are. I'm like, what do people say that they believe in? Oh, so reincarnation. I like to believe, with no proof, that my little baby girl Artemis is the reincarnation of the goddess Artemis in her favorite animal, a dog, a hound of some sort, particularly this one because it's such a smart one. And she's just living her best life with the... I mean, you know, dogs fucking... If they have good owners, dogs get everything. And so she's just reincarnated herself into my entrustment and is living one of her best lives where she just gets to not think about foods, not think about the world, not think about... What else do you not think about? Where your poop goes? And so Io which kind of maybe ruined her life a little bit, Artemis's life. For a second, they love each other now, and I don't think they could imagine each other without each other. But there was a point where Artemis was like, oh yay, I have a friend! And it was Io, whom we named Iokira. Her full name is Iokira. Iokira. There's like another syllable in there that I'm not good at saying. Iokira. Anywho, that is the name of Artemis's arrows, which is awesome because Io is a fucking jumper, leaper. She will poke you in the eye with her nose as she leaps at your face to lick you. So she's amazing as well. What was the thing else about your Artemis? There was something about that. Oh, I just think it'd be awesome if in Greek mythology or whatever mythology, if at the end of my life, I get to go up to, wow, look at all these hearts. Is there another one? Yes, bitch. Ah. We gonna kill whatever the fuck's in front of us. That, whatever life she has gotten, she chose me to, like, give her the best life I could. And I will fucking defend her for my death. I seriously, if I knew that myself dying would help her survive, I would do that. Unfortunately, as her owner, if I die, she doesn't get a lot of help. So there is that. But if I can expand that at any moment in time, she has my life to give to her because I love her that much. I love her that much. They're like, you can't go there. You're talking too much. And yet you bring me here. Please, give me a big gift that I can't do anything with. I'm gonna break all your shit. You got blue hearts in here or what? You ain't got no blue hearts? Peace. I'm about to stab you in the goddamn eye. Or not eye. You would think that with his not eye, the Wanderer would, like, shoot in any direction, not in your direction. If you wouldn't mind, in the comments, are you enjoying the video play or are you enjoying the story? Because I can tell you another goddamn story. But if we're here for the video games, I will definitely try and focus on winning because I'm not very focused right now. I'm very chatty. I do wonder sometimes, like, these 4-hour videos are like, obviously nobody's gonna watch the video after it's live. So it's mainly the liveness, I guess, that I'm going for. I don't even think about it that much. Use a random blessed art. Just anyone? Can I do this one first? I don't know what that did for me, but Just playing it off. Hey, little Artemis girl. Don't like yourself too much, please. Give me a claw! Why ain't you giving me claws? Come on now, I'm at the boss. I don't think I've gotten a single claw in this whole entire episode. We're talking 3 hours. Not claw. Not claw! Come on now. Come on now. We didn't even care. You're just a bug on our goddamn window. And I don't get nothing for that. Boo! Thought I'd at least get a person. Am I... Oh, how funny that you can get lost in the world. Let's go back because I have a better opportunity of buying someone and continuing the group like that. I guess I'm just trying to fill up my people to get to 15. And I have 4. So it's gonna take a while for me to do it. I'm going to probably let y'all go as I try and build up this town. But I will definitely be back before I beat the game. I want to make sure that we have that on there. Because this is my diary, my recording. So, I hope that you enjoyed all the bullshit that I laid upon you. I'm so sorry. Today has been a stressful day, and I had to let it all go. Otherwise, where would I go? Don't worry about me. I am perfectly fine. I am just trying to reestablish my mind, my thoughts, my things. And playing games is part of the healthy part. So I'll be back, obviously, to finish this, play another one. I'm always here. There is no worries in my spirit. So you're welcome. This is Tyrell VA. I am broadcasting live and signing off from the vault and our stars. Thank you very much for watching. Peace.